Hello everybody, it's Mike's Talks and Thoughts here, back again with another Walking Dead Season 11 review, and today we are here with Season 11, Episode 18, A New Deal. Now this episode, as well as Episode 17, both dropping here on October 2nd, the opening for the final part of Season 11 and the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead here. And for Episode 11-18 here, this is going to contain spoilers all the way through The Walking Dead up until this point. So if you have not seen up and through Season 11, Episode 18, A New Deal, definitely skip into the end of the video and come back once you have seen that. So Season 11, Episode 18, A New Deal. This was another episode that was pretty solid, I would say. This episode pretty much takes place right where Episode 17 leaves off, with the whole opening scene of what's going to happen with Hornsby here, and we see him being sort of delivered to Pamela here, but now without Daryl. Freaking just taking that knife and putting it right through his hand was absolutely epic. Of course, a big Daryl moment that he would definitely do, and great seeing Daryl do that. This guy was an absolutely hated person. We see him kind of get thrown into a cell here, and back at the Commonwealth, we see how they have this founding day. It's Founders Day. The grandfather of Sebastian Melon was the founder of the Commonwealth, so they had this whole big event that happens. And with our group that we love, we see how they are moving on and trying to get back to some normalcy here. We see Lydia, Elijah, and Aaron, of course, going away, and we see them going to Oceanside here, and of course, you know, they're talking about Alexandria and Hilltop and maybe even eventually building this communities back up strong again. But at the Commonwealth Founders Day, we see this big celebration that they have, and Sebastian Melon here, of course, just being an absolute douche, which he's been all season, and just so unbearable and so unlikable still. We see just him talking down to everyone, and when Max, of course, gets into a room, it plays a really big part later on, her recording him, which was great to see. And we had a little bit of dialogue between Hornsby and Eugene in the cell, and Hornsby's plan with these two people he's hired who kills this entire work detail in order to stage this diversion that's going to be with walkers coming out, and just absolute chaos ensues. This is just, of course, classic Walking Dead, where madness ensues with the walkers here, infiltrating the Commonwealth from the inside here. And we see, of course, Mercer and everyone trying to defend and trying to protect everyone. Daryl and Judith as well. They have a really great one-on-one situation here in this episode. A little heart-to-heart we see at points here. I love that conversation that they have while Judith is trying to take some alone time, and Daryl, of course, talks about his childhood and just the past trauma he's had to deal with. And we see them defending, using the gun to get rid of the walkers here. It's really great, and I loved seeing the wrestling match. I'm a huge wrestling fan, so that was a great touch in this episode, and seeing everyone panic was crazy to see. And just Hornsby's little side plan and everything just going absolutely bonkers. And then, of course, the big lead up here to the end of the episode that, you know, we finally get this huge moment, the first really big character death of the part 3 here for season 11, and it is Sebastian Melon here, one of the most unbearable and unlikable characters went out. It was so satisfying seeing what happened to him, because he's just so unlikable. He has been so unlikable since we've seen him, and, you know, honestly, just kind of got what he deserved, man. He didn't deserve to live until the end, man. He had it coming, and so great to see him go. You know, I know that deaths are going to be coming. It's The Walking Dead. They got to go out big. And this is definitely a good character to start with, because a lot of people do not like him. So, yeah, that was, of course, the big part of the episode. It's still just the Commonwealth falling apart and trying to find a way to bring themselves back together. And we see, of course, Pamela just trying to get stuff back together at the end of the episode. We see a little bit of a tease for the next episode called Variant, and seeing how walkers now are able to climb walls and open doors, but we'll get into that for next week's review. But yeah, that's going to do it here for season 11, episode 18. For my rating on the episode, I would give this another 8 out of 10. Definitely another solid episode here. Nothing that's too crazy. It's in the good tier. I definitely feel like it is a strong episode, especially in season 11. But just kind of on that average tier for a Walking Dead episode. But still good, has a lot of action scenes. And of course, the satisfying death of Sebastian Melon definitely helps this episode out. So yeah, that's going to do it here, everyone. Like I said, stay tuned for my Walking Dead reviews that are going to be coming out each and every week with AMC Plus here. Definitely will be keeping up with those until the end of the show here, as well as other content once the show has wrapped up. So yeah, that's going to do it here, everyone. Take care and peace out.